the current commissioner of police, CP Ibrahim Gotan, is not cooperating with him. The CP is aiding criminals in Osun State.
Allegedly.
Okay,
Yeah.
if you want to use
No,
that
we have to put that.
If you want to use that statement, but I said what I said.
Okay.
I said what I said. Is aiding criminals.
All right, I have here with me in the studio this very wonderful day, no other person, but a very political, actively youth who is making sure that his voice is being heard. Please, can you help us quickly introduce yourself in full?
All right, good day, listeners. Adekunle Akinrade is my name. I serve as the spokesperson to the Nigerian Youth Parliament. I also represent the youth of Osun Central Senatorial District at the Nigerian Youth Parliament in Abuja. And I also work with His Excellency, the youthful governor, Senator Dr. Ademola Adeleke, as Special Assistant on Youth in Parliament and Legislative Affairs. Thank you very much.
All right. I like the fact that most of your offices had to do with youth.
All right.
So probably most of our talks today will be centered on the youth.
All right. No problem.
Now, so far, how would you describe the position, or let's say, how would you describe the performance of the governor of Osun State so far in the past 3 years in the state of Osun?
If I were to mark His Excellency, I'll give him a 10 over 10. He has outperformed himself in all strata, in all areas of governance. Just to mention anything, whatever it is, whatever metrics that you want to use to measure the work of His Excellency, he has done excellently well, beyond his predecessors. I make bold to say this is the best governor. Since I have come of age, this is the best governor in the history of Osun State. If we are to even go to the whole country at large, I will say my governor is the best. And I'll give you a reason why. Now, let me start with human development, human capital development. This is the first time that we have a governor that is so interested in the welfare and well-being of the people. I'll be speaking to data, facts, and figures. Before now, the immediate past administration, a level 7 officer in civil service was earning 37,000 naira. Again, 37,000 naira. When His Excellency came on board, he said he had to review this. And currently, Osun State sits number 3 in Nigeria in terms of salary scale in Nigeria, behind Lagos State, which is number 1, and Rivers State, which is number 2. There has been no governor that had, that kind of percentage. A level 7 officer in Osun State earns 105,000 naira from 37,000 naira. The difference is clearly huge. It is not just something that they say. It is what is happening. That is first. Second, this administration, from the past 12 years before His Excellency came on board, for 12 good years, civil servants were stalled. How do I mean? There was no promotion of any form. The only promotion that came was when Alhaji Isiaka Agboyega was leaving office. He did promotion without adding money. Those that got money were from level 1 to level 5 or level 6, and they added 1,500 naira to their salary. You can verify this. These are available information. You can bring any civil servants to tell you about this. So 1,500 naira was what was added to them. And then in just 3 years of His Excellency, we have had 3 promotions done for civil servants across the states. As if that was not enough. This is the first time that the people of Osun will have sense of belonging, that we will know, okay, this is our government. We can question the government. We can have access to what is happening in the states. This is a state that is so close to the people at the grassroots level. Despite the paucity of funds, despite the fact that the federal government has been, for intentional reasons, for political reasons, has chosen to seize our money, the governor has not stopped paying people, even at the grassroots level. I am using this opportunity to appeal to the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, which is the father to all, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to please, sir, I am pleading on behalf of the people of Osun State to please show us mercy. Since last year, since February 2024, they have seized our allocation. Currently, we have a court order that gave us the mandate to be the original occupier of all councils in Osun State. Until now, we have not been allowed to enter the the council. The money is also not being given to the rightful owner, and this money is so much important to the fact that the people at the grassroots are the ones that are suffering from this. The petty traders, the local government staff, the primary health care center workers, and the traditional rulers, they are the ones that are getting money from these things, and it is so much affecting us. Now, there is a lot of things that has been happening in the sense that the Nigerian police officer are shielding people. They are aiding and abetting the wrong people to enter the local government council. I am using this opportunity to please appeal to His Excellency Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu to please come to our aid in Osun State. Now back to your question.
Okay, now let's say this. You just spoke about the local government and the people of your party are not being allowed to operate in the local government. But fact check, if about a week ago, thereabouts, which has been happening before now, we had that there was, or let me say, we saw online that members of the local government were able to distribute vehicles to the police system of Osun State from the local government. Now, if your party is saying we've not been able to operate in the local government, allocation is seized. So how come the same local government is able to distribute cars to police?
All right. I listened to one of these press statements of the Commissioner of Police, CP Ibrahim Gotan, where he commended the Algon for distributing vehicles. I laughed immediately I read that statement because the Commissioner of Police knows what he is doing. He's intentionally playing into the minds of Osun State's citizens. He's being clever by half. Let me be sincere. The Commissioner of Police is being clever by half. Like I said earlier on, he is aiding the wrong people to get into the council. Now, we had an election last year, February. The election was conducted by Osun State Independent Electoral Commission, chaired by Barrister Ashim Abioye. The election was free and fair. The people that was the rightful owner, or how do I put it? The people that won the election, the elected officials, were sworn in. And when it was time for us to resume into the local government, these APC guys boycotted the election. They bought form, they obtained form, they filled form, they submitted form. They were going to participate in the election. But when it was some days to the election, maybe like 2 or 3 days to the election, they said they are no longer participating in the election. We don't know why. We went on with the election, and the people that won were actually sworn in. Then after the swearing in, it was time for us to resume to the council. There was a lot of things that happened last year. So because our governor is a peace-loving person, the thing was going to turn into a chaos. The governor told them that, please, can you please start working from home? He told our elected officials, and we pursued the case in courts. The court of law gave us the mandate to do so. Now, these guys refused to leave the office. They said they still have They still have a functioning tenure. Now, let's assume, without considering that they truly have a functioning tenure, that they were there. Now, their tenure in office already lapsed since last year, November. Now, we took them to court that, oh, you said you have a term in office and your term has lapsed. There is nowhere in Nigerian constitution that you will have to use more than your term. I will now use the example of the current Olubadan of Ibadan, Senator Rashidi Ademola Adeleke. When he was removed from office. He came back. He said he wanted to use his former term. They did not allow him. They said, no, there is no extension of tenure. These guys came around for extension of tenure, and the commissioner of police and his men are hating them. This man has been doing a lot. A lot of things has happened in the state. You can see a lot of killings. You can see a lot of, I don't want to say a lot of things, but they are trying to punish Osun people unjustly. They have killed our people in a wrongful manner. A lot of things has happened in the past, and it is still happening.
All right, Sam, let me ask you, talking from the youth perspective, we're still going to talk about the performance of the governor. We're still going to talk about the things that the people can see. Now, from the youth, how do you think that the governor has been able to involve the youth in his administration?
All right. I will use myself as an example. I am a youth. I am involved in this government. There are a lot of others that are there. The special assistant to the governor or senior special assistant to the governor on public health is a 24-year-old guy. I think it will be 24 by January. It's either 23 or 24. A 24-year-old person is being involved, is being engaged in this government. There are a lot of people, and this is the first time that young people will not be used as data boys. This is the first time that young people will have a say in government. This is the first time this government will actually scout for young and resourceful people. And instead of telling them to go and be attacking people online, he will engage us and say, oh, you man this, you man this, you man this place, you man this place. That is one. Number two, this government employed 10,000 youth into the Imole Youth Corps. Number three, this government employed over 1,000 teachers, which are youth. Do you understand? Number four, there is ease of doing business in Osun. Unlike in the past, let me now explain what I mean by ease of doing business. Many of the businesses that are currently springing up are owned by the youth. We no longer have to run to Lagos because of a lot of things. Before now, there is no clear defined way of paying tax in Osun. They will just keep coming to you and be extorting you. Now, the government has done something. There is now an harmonized tax. You only pay tax once in Osun, and it is a very minute rate. You pay less than 30,000 or 40,000. I don't know, whatever your business is in Osun. Unlike before that, local government will come to you, tax force will come to you. There is nothing of such in Osun State again. There is now ease of doing business because this is a government that is interested in people and wants businesses to flourish.
All right, now. So now let's talk about the achievements so far of the governor. Election is approaching, and people really need to see, why do I need to vote this man? If it's not really worth it, there's a space for change, So now, I like to say that many people will come on this show most times. They talk about, we've seen road, we've seen bridges, we've seen. I am still expecting someone who will come and tell me, the governor has been able to impact this into so numbers of youth, so numbers of women, so numbers, the health sector. Now, are those departments neglected? Is it just the road that we are seeing? Is it just the bridge that we are seeing? We really need clarification on that concerning the governor of the state.
All right. They say charity begins at home. So I will be starting from my own place where I come from. I come from Iresi in Boluwaduro local government for over 45 years. I want to go back to that road. For over 45 years, there is a road that is the major road in my town, was abandoned for 45 years. I was not born 45 years ago. My father and my mother were not married 45 years ago.
Wow.
My father was still a bachelor 45 years ago. Do you understand? So now imagine a road that was abandoned 45 years ago, and within 100 days in office, His Excellency completed that road.
Wow.
Not only that, the major health center in my town, if people want to deliver, and let's say someone is pregnant and wants to take delivery, they will take the person out of that town on Okada with bad roads. A lot of people died. Because there is no health center, there is no health facility in my town. There is no good road network. This governor fixed that road, and also gave us a working primary health care center in my town. Now tell me, why will I not be carrying this government on my head? That is number one. Number two, I want to talk about education. Before now, Osun State, when in our NECO and WAEC rating, among 36 states in Nigeria, we were rated 32. And currently,
let's get it clear.
Osun sits on number
36 states, we were 32.
We were 32 over 36. These are facts that are available online.
Wow.
Now, Osun rates number 7 since Adeleke comes in.
Wow.
Because our educational system before were modeled up. Now, I can tell you the number of, the schools that were being rehabilitated. A lot of things. Health centers. This state government did something for old people. They enrolled them into Osun State health insurance scheme. If you are 60 years and above, you are going to get free health care in Osun State as I speak to you, except you don't know.
If you are what?
60 and above in Osun State, you are in Osun and you are up to 60. If you want to get treated in any hospital, it is free, except you don't know how to go about it. What you just need is go and enroll yourself with Osun Health Insurance Scheme and you have free health care. Not only that, all the retirees are also into this. They have been enrolled into OEs. You working in Osun is not very seamless. Things are going on well. So I have talked about education. I have talked about health. Now let me talk about agriculture. The last time we had mechanized farming in Osun, anybody can say this, was during the regime of Prince Olagunsoye Oyinlola. When this government came on board, they delivered tractor to every local government in the state. Not only that, free cocoa seedlings were given to farmers. Not only that, soft loans were given to farmers. I repeat, soft loans were given to farmers that now once they are done with whatever they are planting, it is also the state that will also buy from them. I hope you are understanding me now.
Yeah,
the state will also buy from them so that there is easy. That is why you see there was a time when tomato were being sold at a very high rate. There are some places in Osun State that the impact is not that felt because the government told those farmers, please sell to people. Do you understand? This is a government that is interested in the well-being and welfare of its people. A lot of things that I can keep counting. A lot. Should we talk about pensioners? Should we talk about... Now, you said I should not talk about road. But there's no way I will not talk about road. There are some places that have not gotten good roads in their life. If you mention Ife, if anybody should mention Ife, the only thing that will come to your mind is OAU. There is no development in Ife until Adeleke got there. What did he? He gave them a dualized road and he gave them an overhead bridge. I read something this morning. I know it's a propaganda that Governor Adeleke is only doing projects in Aide. It is doing only everything in Aide. Then I told someone when I was trying to comment on that, on that nonsense that the person put up. I said, there is a dualized road in Iwo. That will be the first time Iwo will be seeing such a thing. There is dualized road in Ilesha. That will be the first time Ilesha will be seeing such a thing. There is a dualized road in Ilaorangun. That is the first time Ila will be witnessing such a thing. I can go on and on and on and on to just tell you a lot of things that His Excellency has done.
All right, so now let's talk real quick. Moving on the street of Osun State, we have people talking about the candidate of All Progressive Congress. We have people talking about Accord. We have people talking about ADC. Now, everybody is giving everybody a reason why you should vote for their candidate. Now, you are here speaking on behalf of Accord, on behalf of the sitting governor. What do you need to tell a typical citizen of the state that this is the reason why you should vote for the governor who is sitting as the governor and wants to still contest for the second term?
I do not have any reason to tell the people to vote for the governor. They all can see by themselves. It is a clear fact. Except you don't move out in a day. That is where you will not feel the impact of Governor Ademola Adeleke. Except you don't move out in a day. There is no day you move out of your house and you will not see his impact. These are nothing. It is only when you don't have, when you have done nothing, that's when you start racking your head. Please do this for us. But people, are you not moving on that road? I'm very sure you have moved on the road that Adeleke constructed today. Yes or no?
I've moved on the road.
Okay, so
I said I'm just telling you that I've moved on road today. Road.
The one constructed by Ademola Adeleke, have you not?
I've moved on road today.
It is not possible for you to be in Osun and you will say you've not seen anything that the governor has done. So there is a lot of things. So me trying to appeal to the people, the difference is clear. We know what Osun used to be before now. We know what it is now. I make bold to say very clearly, and I am please appealing to you not to cut this part of that. His Excellency, sorry, the former governor of Osun State, I don't want to call him an excellency, but that is what it is. He is, unfortunately. Alhaji Gboyega Oyetola is a failure. I am saying it again and again. I am reiterating it again that Alhaji Isiaka Gboyega Oyetola is a failure. He failed the people of Osun State, and my good governor, Olori Ore Aralu, has come around to right his wrong, even without minding that whose party it is. Those projects that were abandoned by that governor, the project of Governor Ademola, he intentionally abandoned them. The one in the Ikirun and this one of Babono and a whole lot of others. My governor came, before doing anything, he made sure he completed those roads. That is a man who knows that governance is continuous.
All right, now, so let's talk about the security system of the state. Knowing fully well that when election is approaching, the city gets hot, a lot of things will be happening. What is the security as a whole contributing to the state to make sure that the state is safe for its citizen? We want a society where nobody is afraid of going out, coming in, all through till the date of election and after election. So now, what do you have to say concerning the security of the state presently?
All right, I will be saying this, that a lot has been happening. The governor, who is the chief security officer of the state, has come out to tell the people of Osun State and also to tell the president that the current commissioner of police, CP Ibrahim Gotan, is not cooperating with him. The CP is aiding criminals in Osun State.
Allegedly.
Okay. Yeah. If you want to use
that, we have to put that.
If you want to use that statement, but I said what I said.
Okay.
I said what I said. Is aiding criminals until the Deputy Inspector General of Police, Aide, came around. These guys, the APC thugs that have been killing people in Osun, were not arrested, and these guys were moving around in Osun. We have had the case of the APC chieftain, Ashiri Eniba, and a lot of things that he has been doing in the states. He has been moving around as if, in fact, recently, he even paraded himself as the NURTW chairman. He paraded himself as the NURTW chairman. And we can see that the police are aiding him. CP Ibrahim Gotan has done a lot of things in the states that has, in less than 2 months, let's say in the last 1 month, there has been a lot of killing. Killing happened in SLK. Killing happened in Ilobu. It happened in Oshogbo. There was a shooting in Owodiede. Someone was wounded in Igbaye. I can go on and on and on. The list is endless. People died every day. You saw how someone was abducted in Ilesha when they never knew the video was going to come out. So from that night till the next morning, the video went out. Do you know what happened when the PPRO was being interviewed? He said those people that abducted them came to come and, how do I put it? A kidnapper now taking the person you kidnap, and then you are now giving the police, and the police did not arrest the person. And you are telling me that they are not compromised. I am saying it live on air that CP Ibrahim Gotan is compromised, and he must be removed. He must be redeployed away from Osun State. We don't want that man before our election because a lot of calamities will happen. I know what these APC are trying to do. They know that they do not have the people to themselves. So what do they want to do? They want to start instilling fears into the minds of the people. And I'm here telling our people in Osun State that come August 15, 2026, there is not going to be calamity. Now, let me explain why there will be no calamity. We have 332 wards in Osun State. The wards with the highest, the lowest number of polling units are 6. Now, let's just say 6. There are some that has 10, there are some that has 12, but the one with the lowest is 6. Now, 332 10 6. You know, how many thoughts do they want to deploy to those areas? They know that on election day, there is no how they can cause chaos. So what they want to do is they want to instill fear in the mind of the people so that people will not come out to vote. And we know that, and that's where we are telling the people that come August 15, there is no one that will stop you from casting your vote. Go to the ballot, cast your vote for Accord Party, the number one party on the ballot paper. The color is color yellow and the logo is the thumb. Anywhere you see the thumb, in fact, there's no need. The first party on the ballot paper is where you should thumb for. We all can see the good work of His Excellency Senator Ademola Adeleke. We have seen how the state has been peaceful. The state was adjudged one of the most peaceful states in Nigeria until these elements came up, and then they want to destroy and disrupt the peace of Osun State. So I am saying it again, and I am appealing to the Inspector General of Police to please help us deploy CP Gotan away from Osun State before election. CP Gotan must go.
All right. I'd like to say thank you for being part of this episode, and I believe too well that we will still have more to discuss on this episode.
I am always available to be
Thank you
here.
so very much. Election is not a do or die affair. It shouldn't be the sacrifice for the next generation. Keep yourself safe. Stay out of trouble. Make sure you are preaching truth, and make sure you are not part of those who would bring chaos to the society when it's election period. Ask yourself the questions. Those politicians you go about causing chaos for, are their children involved in what you're doing? Most of them children are not even in the country. Some of them are somewhere enjoying their life. Some of them are somewhere making sure that their future is well shaped. Don't be a tool in the hands of a politician. Make sure you are a good message to your people. Ask yourself, those places you put cry into, what if it happens to you? What if it's one of your members? As you're putting cry somewhere, just imagine your phone rang and your family told you somebody just came to your family house and has made chaos in your home. How would you feel? So before you do anything when it comes to election, think about it. Politicians do not really fight. They just make it look like there's problem in between them. So don't be a tool in the hand of any politician. Be good, be a patriotic citizen, pass the right message, and do what is right at all times. So we won't have it more than that on FreeFlow Podcast, brought to you by RK Records. Please do well to subscribe, like, share, comment, drop your opinion on the comment section. Like, let me just say, on the comment section, let's have your opinion on who are you rooting for to be the next governor of Osun State. Let the countdown begin. Thank you. See you on the other hand.